Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Dark Phoenix, and we are continuing with our journey through RealMyst Masterpiece Edition on the Nintendo Switch. So in the last video, we returned from the Senolytic Age with the red and blue pages, which we gave to Aknar and Circe's books and listened to what they had to say. They told us that the other was a liar and gave us the means to find the final pages of their books and release them. That being to look for a specific pattern in this book here, enter it into the fireplace, and retrieve the page. They also said that there was another book hidden behind the fireplace and to, under no circumstances, touch that book because it would imprison us or kill us. However, there is, in RealMyst, not in the original, there is another journal here which we can read, because in RealMyst there is actually one more age we can travel to. So we're going to read this journal, and then we're going to travel back to Channelwood, because there is something I forgot to retrieve while I was there. And then we will be close to finishing the game. There are actually 4 endings to the game. 2 which are bad endings, 1 which is less than ideal, and then of course the good ending. They're not much different than the other endings. They will all be done fairly quickly, but we're going to try and do all of them. But first, let's First, let's go to Channelwood and do what I have to do there, because that shouldn't take very long. Wait for the tree to go back up. I hope everyone's doing well in these hard times and following all of the recommended safety protocols. And in your quarantine, thank you for choosing to spend that time watching my videos. Once more to Channelwood. This way. So we need the water to go this way. Because we need to get up to the 3rd level. Okay, I don't remember which room what I'm looking for is in. Can I... This is what I need here. Nope. Okay. Vault access. A land of mist. A very plain view on mist, and access can be if the simple allowed. First, locate switches on the island. Of these switches, go to the dock and the marker switch off position. Now, oops. I believe I took a screenshot of the other half of the note. So the vault is located in very plain view on the island of Mist, and access can be achieved very easily if the simple instructions are followed. First, locate the marker switches on the island. Turn everyone off. Turn everyone to the on position, go to the dock, and turn the marker switch to the off position. Okay. So by going and turning on all the marker switches, and then turning off the dock switch, we will find the secret vault. And what is in the secret vault? Well, I would suspect that it is the singular page that Cirrus told Achenar to take from their father's book. So now we need to go back to Mist, and we can open the vault and see what's inside. I really do wish at this point that there was a sprint or some kind of fast travel function. at this point, we have everything we need to finish the game. So we're going to go open the vault, see what's inside, and then we are going to check out that last journal, I think. So if all the marker switches are on, which they are, all we have to do is turn off the dock switch and the vault should open. There it is. I'm not going to pick it up because once you pick it up you can't put it down. But right there is the page we need to basically complete the game. Now we were supposed to look at a specific pattern in the book, which is 158. I suppose I should write this down real quick. Get myself some scratch paper here. See, there are 8 columns and 6 lines. Okay, so we need that one, that one. Okay, across the bottom, up the side. Okay. Now let's try putting that pattern into the fireplace and see what happens. So 2 across the top in either corner. Across the bottom, up the side. The corner here. And here. And there we go. Now we have a green book and 2 pages. So, we're going to read this journal and then decide what we're going to do afterward. Rhyme, I have named it. A desolate age with a beauty that is quite different than I had expected or imagined. The intricate feathers of ice that fall from the sky are awe-inspiring. I feel as though I could sit and watch them for hours. And though it is cold here, like I have never experienced before, I find myself enjoying the change of temperature, for it is unlike any other place that I have ever seen. Perhaps the oddest thing is the silence. Although the wind blows on occasion, when it ceases, there is a suffocating silence that falls on this place, broken only by the distant cries of unseen creatures. I have visited 3 times, and am sure now that this age will provide the environment I need. I believe the cold temperature is necessary for obtaining the correct resonance. Examining the structure of the books is ever more perplexing, but I am driven onward by my need to understand. The great tree of possibilities can never be fully grasped, but I must at least try to find one particular branch. On the subject of enlightenment, I would also like to find the cause of the mysterious lights that shine in the darkness here. Though I never assumed that I would be able to build especially fast here, the speed at which I am progressing is somewhat disappointing. I do think I will bring Cirrus and Achenar as well as some of the machinery from Senolytic. Achenar chose to stay with Catherine, but Cirrus was rather excited to come. He spent the last few days here with me, helping me with the beginning phase of construction. He too seems to enjoy the ice and cold weather. He is intrigued with the crystals that we have brought with us. He has been a big help, as have others, and I hope to be able to begin my experiments here soon. Tonight, Cirrus and I found a wondrous spot to view the lights, although it seems they decided to hide from us. After sitting in the cold winds for over 2 hours, we saw nothing. It was rather disappointing. Cirrus will return to Myst tomorrow. He has been a tremendous aid to me, and I am thankful for his willingness to help. The hard part of the construction is over, although I have decided after tonight that I would like to add some kind of observation post. I won't be finished as soon as I had hoped, although I'm fairly certain it will be worth the delay in the long run. I have decided to take a break from the construction now that the tunnel is almost complete, and I have been able to set up a temporary space where the crystals will not be stimulated. I am quite convinced that with the right diffraction resonance, certain properties of the ink can be simulated. Catherine still finds it absurd, and thinks I am crazy to assume I will be able to view ages with stones, but her unusual pessimism has not convinced me to stop trying. I came too close to success on Everdunes. I am fairly certain now that temperature indeed does have an effect on the crystals, but I have realized that temperature alone is not enough. The cold dampens some of the sympathetic harmonics, but a more active suppressor is necessary. I have acquired some geodes with a pure protected crystalline interior. Thin slices of the geodes below each crystal provided a stabilizing effect and even amplified the clean frequency slightly. After quite a bit of experimentation with the shapes and colors, I was able to capture a blurry image within a book. Though the link would never work, there was clearly an age on the other side. I can hardly wait to return and tell Catherine. I feel like I should finish the shaft to my observation post while I have the machinery here. Perhaps tomorrow morning. The lights were beautiful again last night. They had not shown themselves for so long that I had almost forgotten their beauty. I still must find the cause. I'm feeling rather overwhelmed with what remains to be done. The crystals had not been perfected, the shaft is not finished, nor is the observation post, or even lab. I have not seen Catherine for some time, and I long to spend more time with Achenar and Cirrus. Besides all of that, there are, far away, in the back of my mind, the thoughts of my people and our lost city. I dreamt again of them last night. I have only seen the city in its worst condition, and still, its beauty overwhelmed me. Even now, as I visualize how majestic it must have been, before the destruction caused by Viovis and Agaris. It amazes and saddens me. I am fairly certain that Dunny is not dead as my father believed. I am convinced that there must be some who managed to escape the destruction, and even now continue to survive in separate ages. Within me is an urging to take the chance and return to Dunny to find these survivors and properly rebuild our city. However, I can do nothing until I am certain of the fate of my father. If my plan failed, if I missed a single book when attempting to trap him on Riven, then he has been free all along. If this is true, then all that stands between him and the ages I have now written is the link from Dunny to Myst. As much as I wish to return to Dunny, without knowing the state of my father, I cannot risk establishing that link. I must observe my father without re-establishing that link. It has taken several years, and there has been many dead ends. But I have partially succeeded. Now that I have managed to view another age using the crystals, it is only a matter of time until I view Riven. At least I hope. Catherine will have her ideas about all of these things, and I miss her greatly. I will return to Rhyme later, when my mind is cleared. So, that was Atreus talking about his experiments to view ages using crystal resonance. And the reason he wants to do that is because his father, I actually don't remember his father's name. His father is trapped on an age called Riven, and Atreus is the one that trapped him there. His father believed that when you wrote an age in a book, that you were literally creating the age. And he basically wanted to play God. And Atreus did not agree with this, and so trapped him in the book. Now, it is possible to get to Rhyme, but I don't remember how. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna save it. And then we are going to view the various endings when we come back in the next video.